Welcome to Rhythm and Roads, Las Vegas. I'm your host, Joshua Jacob, and welcome to my new series, Everything is Possible. My next guests are the music rock band Town of Trees. Welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having
Ah,
us.
Yeah, welcome Connor and Tori. Yeah, it's such a pleasure to have you on, and thank you again for the shirt which you blessed me with. And oh my God, an amazing shirt. Feels so comfortable too.
I'm
yes.
glad. That's what we were going for, trying to get
Yeah,
comfortable merch, right?
no, this is definitely comfortable. Very well made shirt. So yeah, good
Good.
stuff. Well, guys, I just want to say thank you for also sending me some your latest tracks, the samples. Of course, you have your new latest single, Divine, which is another hit. And I'm like, I saw your video clips. I'm like, wow, you guys are doing good. From my last interview in December. From now, I'm like, oh my God, you're taking off big time now. Like bigger than what I saw in December. It's
Well, thank
amazing. Good
you.
for you guys. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you. Yeah,
So you want
that
to you want to fill us in a little bit on the latest on just your prior shows you've been having, and then we can go into your latest music coming up.
totally. Tori.
Oh, sure. Yeah. We just got done playing the Knitting Factory a couple of weeks ago,
Oh, cool.
and we're about to play at the Olympic, which is kind of a smaller venue in Boise that we love, with Shepherd Bridge, another Christian artist that we really love.
Wow.
And
Oh yeah,
we're
I've
just,
interviewed him. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. No, did you end up interviewing him? I couldn't
Yeah, I did.
remember.
That was like
Yes.
January-ish. Yeah, yeah.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh,
that's awesome.
awesome.
Such a cool
Yes,
dude.
guys,
Very cool
you
dude.
know
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
popping off. He's busy, writing books, doing the whole
Yeah.
thing. He's got his whole band figured out. And we're like, when he asked us to open, we're like, yes, we are so
That's
down.
awesome. Good
Um,
for you guys. So
yeah.
cool.
So that's it on the live side. And then on the recording side, it's just been nonstop, as you have seen since December. It's been a
Yeah.
lot. Every 6 to 8 weeks, just pumping them out. And it's interesting for us because by the time we're done recording, writing, doing all the stuff, like it's been 2 months. It's been a while, and then the song's out. And so it's like kind of like oh yeah, we wrote that in a sense because we're already on to the next song. So it's just like
Yeah.
Dang.
it's really not been any time. And so
And
everything
you,
that you're hearing is
You guys are on a
within the last
mission,
two
man.
months. And
well, and then
Yeah.
you'll
yeah,
shoot the music video. By the time the
Oh,
two
right.
come out, we'll be
Yeah.
shoot a double music video. And then we're like, wait, we're having, two sent off to the producer, and then we're shooting music video, and then we're like retooling the next week to be like, okay, now on to the next two. And it just like,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
it keeps us pretty busy, yeah.
That's awesome. And then that's not even including your full-time work of what you're doing now.
Yeah.
My God. I feel like Town of Trees is full-time, but you're also working full-time in your other job.
yes,
Yeah, it keeps us busy. Half the time I'm at a station trying to come up with a new riff or a different add-on, and
Yeah.
Tori's swinging around with softball, and yeah, it keeps us busy. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Well, I gotta say, I when I saw the I guess your latest show, the photos, I mean, wow, that looked cool. Like, what a great, like, huge stage. The shots were amazing. Shout out to your photographer who did those shots.
Ryan West is
Man,
awesome. Yeah.
yeah, I was like, man, that was a good gig.
Yeah.
uh-huh.
Yeah, it looks like you guys had fun. Yeah.
Oh, it was a
Yeah,
blast. Yeah, the audience was super cool. Tori's brother Gabe came out dressed as a shark, throwing beach balls at the audience while we are
Really?
playing. So yeah, it
Oh,
was
that
it was
sounds
pretty
fun.
fun. Yeah.
Very cool.
yeah, it was a good show for me too. Like I think being comfortable sharing my testimony was a big deal, and so that was the first time
Wow.
I did that, at especially a big stage like that.
Well,
And
yeah.
yeah, it definitely you make some super fans, and you also lose a lot of fans because, as
Oh,
you said, like
man.
when you make a stance like that and you're being honest about your faith and what Jesus has
Mm,
done for you, which I
mm.
did. It's funny how the audience reacts. There's some people that are super
Wow.
excited. They're
Yeah.
like, "Woo!" And there's some people are like, "She said what?"
You got
Oh,
to own
Almost
it the
like,
next
dude.
song. Yeah.
Oh
on
my
to the next. We don't
God.
want to listen to this. But at the same time, I think that's kind of why it's important. Because even if you're going to ruffle some feathers, you got to speak the truth and
Oh,
talk to
yeah.
people about it after the show. And who knows, that could plant a seed with someone that was totally turned off that later on the road. So it's just kind of interesting to see the reactions.
Well, I want to ask you because you just mentioned it. So,
Yeah.
I mean, what was it like for you on stage at the moment when you were at the mic about like
Mm-hmm.
what were you feeling at that moment when
Oh,
you're about to just share it? Because you said that was your first time sharing on the stage. So what was going through your mind if you remember that?
yeah. I mean, it was the perfect time because it was before our song Drowning, which I'm pretty sure we talked about it
Oh
last
yeah.
time.
Okay, drowning, yeah.
And I was explaining the lyrics to it because the lyrics was literally, I mean, you go back and you hear it. Come and save me. I'm drowning. Come and fix me. I dare you. And it's like, and I told the audience those lyrics. And when we wrote it, I didn't understand what it meant. And I was just being honest with the audience. Like,
Oh.
I thought this was just a normal rock song a year ago, just talking about like depression or whatnot, like most artists do, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm here to tell you guys that this is actually something a lot deeper than that.
Oh,
And
my.
that's when like the ball was just like, I had the ball, you know, and everyone was watching me. And I'm like, I realized in that moment that this song
This
was
was
actually
it.
a prayer, 100% a prayer. Like,
Wow.
and here we are 1 year later standing on the stage, guys, and it's answered. It's answered, at least for me, because I didn't know Jesus at all growing up. And it was just like,
Really?
well, bam, like Jesus just showed up, you know, and it's completely changed my life. Changed everything in my heart, the way I see the
Mhm.
world, everything. And so
Wow.
to share that definitely was like hard because I was a little emotional, but I also prayed about it beforehand. I prayed, you know, asked God to help me out. Don't let me choke up and look foolish, please. Let me
Well,
show what you
yeah.
did for me, you know, and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
did feel like it was mostly well received, but I also understand that we're not quite like our audience doesn't 100% understand us yet because this is pretty new. And
No,
so a lot
true.
of people
Yeah.
are unprepared to hear it. Like they're unprepared. They're like, wait, what? Town of Trees is a Christian band? Yes, we
What is this, like Creed? What is this?
Yeah, literally, is it Creed? Is it in between? Can you take?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go.
literally.
Yeah, yeah. Well, so and then great though you mentioned that because there are bands out there that like Amberlin, right? I love
Hmm.
Amberlin. Amberlin was
are.
like growing up, but
Totally.
Stephen Christian is a pastor, the lead singer,
Hmm.
and he actually just left the band about 2 years ago to pursue full time as a pastor at his church
Ministry. Yeah.
ministry. And so they have what's his name? The guy, a new singer now, but he was part of another band, which is really good. But see what I
Yeah.
mean? But when you were growing up listening to
Totally.
Amberlin, you're like, okay, are they faith based or is this
That was Switchfoot for me. Yeah,
or
completely.
Switchfoot? Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But so I that's the thing with you guys. It's like, yeah, like okay, I know now
Yeah.
it's at a different level. And I think when you mentioned what you said on stage, I think you pretty much confess, hey, this is like, are you guys considering you now as a Christian band? Is that what
Yeah.
it is now? Okay, because before it was just be what, like a rock band?
Yeah, I think it's kind of like in the in between of we write songs again about like obviously it's all the aspects of our life and sometimes even as Christians, right? I mean, even more so sometimes we all struggle. We all have things that we struggle with,
Yeah.
things we pray about, things that we see, things that we do, all aspects of it, although it be like messy and beautiful, we try to expose all of that. So some songs are very like tailored, like Beatitudes, one we have coming out, or another one called Angels Unaware, where they're very honed in on that. And
Okay.
then some are more like introspective, where it's like, hey, these are some struggles. So yeah, I would say we're definitely a Christian band, but we also love to put on rock shows and like I'm not like a worship band if that makes sense, you
Yeah,
know.
that makes sense. Yeah, yeah. You're just not a
Yeah.
worship church,
Yeah,
like
totally. Like
no.
half of it, like we're comfortable with the rockers, but we're
Yeah.
also comfortable like, playing a youth group or something like
Yeah, of
that, you
course.
know.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's cool. Yeah. Well, I gotta
Hmm.
say the latest Divine, it was Divine, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good song too. And I watched some of your clips that you posted on that. Yeah, what's the story behind Divine?
Yeah, so Divine was one I was writing just kind of based on everything that's going on, right? Like a lot of people I interact with from station life to, outside of here, it tends to be like, for lack of better terms, very new age, right? Like everyone's like, oh, consciousness, and we don't really know. And there's all these concepts, these bigger concepts. And what I realize is the more people I get to know and the more, I guess, intimately I get to know people, everyone has some form of belief system, right? Like even in other religions. And we try to kind of maybe shine a little bit of light on that through we chose the cover art to be very deliberate, being like, hey, this is where we believe, like, Father,
Yeah.
Son, Holy Spirit, the Christian worldview. That's where we stand. But in this, you find, I think a lot of people are always searching for, hidden knowledge. Oh, the Bible doesn't stand the test of time. Oh, perhaps it was another religion. Perhaps it was this. So we kind of try to expose some of those thinking patterns as well as expose the industry a lot with the bridge. Are there psychics and lizards? Are celebrity like kind of going into some of these folklore, but also like half truths, I guess, of like where you see like there is a lot of I I think demonic influence in the music industry. Like that's
Wow.
my personal take, right? But that's
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of what we wrote about there. So yeah.
Interesting. Wow. And what's your take on it, Tori?
Yeah, I kind of resonated at the time of the song because, as I was saying before, like when we were writing it and everything, that was 2 months before it came out. And for me, that was the literal time period of figuring out what I believe. So like
Mm.
I full heartedly was in these questions. I'm like, where is our consciousness? One day are we going to ascend? One day will there be heaven? Aren't those pretty deep questions? Like those are pretty deep questions, right? I was all over the
Yeah.
place because I was, heavily considering Christianity, but at the same
Yeah.
time, I didn't quite know. And so, like when I was singing that song, I meant every lyric. I'm like, what? Like, what is it? And so, to me, it's a cleverly written song by Connor, just in a non-believer or a questioning aspect. Like, try and that's the nice part about our band is like we're not trying to like shove
Yeah.
everything down your throat. We're trying to relate
Totally.
to you, like because a lot of people have these questions. So it's like
Right.
Yeah.
ask the question, and then you get to the chorus of divine. The chorus reveals that it says, "Was it divine? Is it divine? It's divine. My life,
And
which is the Lord, right? Like
Yeah.
He was
yeah,
the same God. He is the same God. He is now as He was,
past,
and
present,
even
future tense. Yeah.
past,
Unchanging.
present,
Yeah.
future.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even in the bridge, the you can catch in the bridge, the very end, it says, "The truth will set you free." And I
Oh.
think a lot of people that goes over their head because they focus on the beginning of the bridge. Are
Right.
they psychics and wizards? Are celebrities lizards? Are the Freemasons really free? It's like, whoa, 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 whoa. All of these crazy topics, right? And so people are confused, like, oh, they're just a weird band. I'm like, no, grasp the message. Just grasp the message. I'm questioning all these things. At the end, I say the
Yeah.
truth will set you free. Jesus will set you free. Yahweh.
Yeah. There
Like,
you go.
you
Yeah. And the thing is, you guys are definitely, I know you were kidding on the weird, but no,
Yeah.
your guys' style is catchy. It's a
Oh, thank
very
you.
way I connect to, like, oh my God, like I want to hear this, especially the one you sent me that has not been released yet.
yeah.
Mhm.
That is a very catchy song. Like I
Thank you.
listen to a lot of the what's input into it, right? The
Hmm.
certain synthesizers, maybe a little bit there and here. Just
Yeah.
certain, the way you sing it, Tori, in certain areas. I'm just like, ooh, like I'm the type to like to hook on the song quickly. And I
Oh,
did.
Okay.
that's
I did. Yeah.
Thank
awesome. That's
you.
good to hear.
Yeah, that
No,
one was
yeah.
fun because we literally had the Bible in the studio room, and I was like looking at it, like, okay, how can we incorporate this?
How
And
can we
there's
fit it? Well, it's half the time trying to fit it and play it, and you're like timing it. It probably took me like 30 takes to get the
Oh,
read of
shoot.
the first part of the Beatitudes in, like with the timing so that it would sit right with like
Wow.
kind of the because I would do it too straight or I'd do it too forceful, or it's just like, like when you're trying to make vocals fit, right?
Interesting. Yeah, I,
Yeah.
I I don't know how sometimes all this works with recording a song.
yeah,
But man, the process of just some of my friends going through that, it's like it takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
That's not something that's just done in one day.
Hmm.
mm, mm-mm.
But when it's done and you look back, wow, what a journey, right? The chapter
Oh,
of just that
totally.
one song, the recording, the studio time, the connections, uh,
Hmm.
Oh,
the making
yeah.
of the videos. I mean, it has its own chapter, and then you move on to the next, which is a new song. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that song started rough. Like Beatitudes, we got the first mix back. I was like, where is this going?
Oh
Like,
wow.
I have like 0% confidence in this song. Like out of all
Really?
the songs we've gotten back, like because
Yeah.
it was not even close to where it is now. And so
Wow.
it took a lot of days of figuring
Back
out
and
the flow,
forths and
figuring out
yeah,
like
getting it.
how do we say this? How do we I got to write more words to fill in this part, or I got to cut back on this part. So it was a lot of reform on that song.
Hmm.
And we had blank spots where the Beatitudes part is where Connor says it.
Oh,
It was
okay.
just blank spots, and literally I was praying about it. Here I am, a new Christian, like 1 month in. I'm like, hey God, I don't know where this song is going. truly, I need help. I need help figuring out what are we going to do in this 10 seconds. This 10 seconds just sitting here, and it's a super awkward part of the song. And like literally it was like,
Wow.
what's the song about, Tori? Beatitudes. Why don't you
Yeah.
just say the Beatitudes literally? And I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, Connor, first I did, it didn't sound right with the female voice for speaking. And I was like, Connor, why don't you just do it? He's like, yeah. So then 30
Yeah.
takes later, he says it. I'm like,
The
that's it.
the
And then
song
bam.
was originally Fruits of the Spirit. That's why we started with the when I first wrote it, the love, joy, peace, patience, and
Yeah,
kindness. And
yeah.
Yeah.
like then like all of a sudden once it hit, it was like, wait, no, let's make this about the bit like because I love the Sermon on the Mount. It's one of my
Yeah.
favorite like
Yeah.
passages. So then it was like, oh, cool. And we actually filmed the music video running around in avocado. Tori was a grape like dressed and we're all throwing fruit at each other and stuff. So it'll be a super corny one, but it'll be fun, you
Oh,
know?
that's cool.
Yeah.
So, this song that you sent me that's unreleased, what's the title of it again?
It's now Beatitudes. Yep.
Beatitudes. Okay, because when
Yeah.
I saw that title of you sent me, I'm like, is that the title? I think you had a
Yeah.
different title on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Should
I
be
mean,
Beatitudes.
okay, Beatitudes. Interesting title, yeah.
Hmm.
But I look forward to seeing the video, the music video to the song, because when I listen to it, it's already like, oh, I have ideas as a filmmaker too. I'm like, oh, I would love to see
Oh, totally.
that. I love in that guitar part. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
That's what
Well,
our filmmaker said. He's
really,
like,
is that what he
oh,
said too?
I heard this song. He's like, I have an exact idea. You guys are gonna dress in
Yeah.
fruit suits. I was like, what?
Like, okay, well, cool. I mean, that's
I
Yeah.
know.
cool.
I'm
Felt
like,
like
Yeah.
Fruit of the
okay.
Loom playing out there.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool. Fruit of the Loom.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Well, for me though, I mean, because I've noticed a little bit of Tori mentioning this right now. Just you're saying you've just been in a month as a Christian?
For me,
Yeah, for you, like
yeah,
Yeah.
a month
Tori's been
in.
a Christian kind of a long time, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. Yeah. Tori's pretty fresh to it.
Really? Oh, wow.
Yes. Sully's our bass player's like 3 years, and I'd say Sam's like
No
born that
way.
way. So Sam's
Yeah,
been it his whole
he's
life. So we
dedicated.
we all kind of have been on different paths within that. Yeah, but yeah, Tori's very fresh,
Interesting.
I was the
So,
but
last
she's been
one,
all about
Josh.
it.
I was late to the party.
so when I interviewed you guys back in December, Tori didn't have this journey.
Nope.
Whoa, that's a trip because I thought I was like, okay, we could all relate.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I
you
would
guys were
say for
talking really well. I
yeah,
was
but
kind of quiet.
I'd say for
Oh
me
yeah.
too, the through Tori coming to it, it definitely reinvigorated what I would call like a dead faith for me. Like where I believed it, but I didn't actually like practice it. So Tori, like, like full transparency, it's like, oh, I just kind of do the thing. So where Tori
Wow.
really started believing for me, it was like, wait, no, I actually believe this thing. I really want to be vocal about this. I want to make changes myself. So, and then I think both of us as a couple feeding into that just really
Mhm.
changed
Interesting.
like
Wow.
everything. Yeah.
Wow. And so wait, you guys are a couple or married? Because I was.
Married. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Married.
okay. I
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
like, so
Yeah. Yeah.
when you guys got married, there was nothing with God, is like together, right?
No, no,
Wow.
we when we got married, it was back in college. I was kind of going through a phase where I really had nothing. I'd gone through some stuff when I was younger in church where I wanted nothing to do with it, nothing to really do
Wow,
with
really?
God, and yeah, and I think it was just never really a part of it. I would say I was definitely agnostic for a time where I was like, I believe in something more, but I
Uh,
don't know what that is. It wasn't really a personal relationship, anything like that, and throughout
Mhm.
the process of marriage. I mean, we hit 8 years in July. Like the best way to put it is when you understand that Jesus has is refers to himself as the groom, right? And the church is the bride. When you're in that relationship, you actually get to see what a relationship looks like. So us being married, I can relate that and go, oh my gosh, I see love demonstrated. I understand that it's more. I understand that you have your struggles, but you work through those. You communicate, and the way he communicates to us is through the word. So yeah, you can find all the answers, but it kind of takes some time and actual, I'd say, heart evaluation.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, I agree. What about you, Tori? What's your testimony? Because I mean, this is
Yeah.
fresh for you, so like,
Yeah.
I'm
I
really,
mean,
I'm really wanting to know this because I mean, apparently, I thought in December you were already a Christian,
well, I
or I
think
had some thought of it, maybe.
right. It's an easy
Yeah.
thing to say in today's culture, sadly. Like, because I had friends that are culturally Christian, friends that I went to an NNU school, which is a Christian private school, beautiful school. And like people talked about God. I took Bible classes and everything. And I would just think, yeah, I must just be a Christian then. But nobody actually took the time to like tell me what is being saved, what actually read the gospel. Right at that point, like I haven't actually seriously read the gospel to get a relationship with God, to understand who He is. So
Wow.
at that time, like I could easily just default say, yeah, I'm a Christian. But as we're writing divine, I'm like, obviously I'm not, because I'm lost. Like I clearly don't actually know. I clearly don't actually have a relationship. And so that was the heart evaluation that Connor is talking about that I had to
Yeah.
have. And ever since having that, man, it's really obvious. Like read the word every day and you'll know who Jesus is. My goodness. Like, and our marriage, so much better. Like
Really?
it's
Oh
crazy
Yeah.
my
how much better
God.
it is. Like this is how it was always meant to be. Like the whole time. And I'm
That's
just
incredible.
I'm reminded of what does it actually look like to be selfless and to truly love your partner through for better or through worse, like
Yeah.
not giving into the ways of the world, which is so much easier said than done, because as Christians we're going to suffer. It's going to be hard, and sin's
Yeah,
always
the
there,
flesh. Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, yeah.
But what are you going to do about it? Are you just going to push it aside, or are you going to try to evolve and try to get better in your relationship with God? So
Yeah.
that's what I'm learning how to do, and it's hard, but I'd much rather be here than where I was, just lost.
Now, when you say you were lost, as in like you, I mean, because finding your purpose in life, or you were just
Great
unhappy, but you were
question.
still doing the whole thing with Town of Trees, just going through the emotions, but you were just like dead inside, or what?
That's a great question. I mean, Connor actually asked me out of the blue during that period of like, he's like, Tori, what do you think what happens like when you die? And I was like,
Oh, shoot.
Dave,
Okay.
well, we're going there. Like, this is like 1 week before we started writing Divine.
Oh, shoot. All
I was
right.
like, I don't. He's like, I don't. To be honest, Connor, I think that's it. I think we just,
Oh, wow.
like I guess that's kind of an atheistic way of point of view of thinking. Like, I think it's just we disappear into nothingness. I'm like, to be honest, Connor, I haven't really thought of it, and like that's just been an easy answer for me to
Wow.
believe. And he was like, Tori, don't you think there's a problem with that? And I was like, shoot, okay, you tell me, Christian boy, shoot, lead me, And so like,
Christian boy,
yeah.
your own
And I'm
wife
like,
calling you Christian.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
Christian boy.
literally. Yeah. Literally.
literally,
Whoa,
I'm like,
thank God.
see, Connor's been
Yeah.
alongside me this whole time, figuring it out, helping me figure it out, and at the
Yeah.
same time, it reinvigorates his faith. And man, it's funny, like how you live your life is dependent on what you believe. And a lot of people want to avoid
Mm,
that question, but like if you
yeah.
think that you disappear into nothingness, imagine how every day feels. It doesn't really. There's kind of just a sense of doom and gloom. Because now that I have faith and I know where I'm going, and I know heaven is legit, heaven is real. You just got to accept Jesus into your life and work on building your relationship with Him. I'm like, life is so much better. Like how
Yeah.
truly you can't be depressed. You have joy, and that's what the Lord gives you. You can't get it any other way. You can't get it from the things of this world. So I think for me that was just a huge weight off my shoulders, and
Wow.
I couldn't imagine life going back. I could not.
And that's kind of the
Yeah.
song Happy we wrote. That hits on, I think, where I was kind of more in that transition period, right? Where it was like, hey, I have everything I want. I'm doing everything I want, but am I truly happy? And what brings
Wow.
happiness?
Right.
And that's why it's like I'm so tired of feeling nothing, overwhelmed with something I've never asked for. Like, and then
Interesting.
all of a sudden it was like, wait, when you realize that you're made in a divine image of the image of God, right? Like that's and that you're his child and you see that love between a father and a child, you're like, wait a second, like that's powerful. Why would I walk around as if, you know, that's like if I believe that's true, the creator of the universe loves me, then why would I not express that love to other people? Why would I not treat other people like they're made in the image of God? And that's why even in Divine, one of the opening lyrics, right? Like is that.
Wow. Yeah. Thank you, Connor, for sharing that. Yeah, that's, lately I actually been on my own journey, right? So
Hmm.
it's not really I was fresh to this. I mean, I've, you go through your journeys of phases, right?
Totally.
But then lately, I actually have not been to church in 6 months, and because of
Wow.
my work schedule, right?
Hmm.
And so I work mornings on Sundays and I work mornings on Wednesdays till church ends in the evening.
Yeah.
So yesterday I was really like I felt this tug to go to church.
Hmm.
So yes, I called out from work for a good
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah. Worth
Wow.
it.
But as I went, wow, that passage was about how when the I guess she was a prostitute for what I was told that
Yeah.
went and broke the glass of the fragrance and
Hmm.
poured it on Jesus' feet and wiped her hair on his feet, right?
Yeah.
But everyone knew her identity as
Yeah.
this was, hey, do you know who she is? Like that's
Yeah.
the whole town knows that's who she is, but God
Yeah.
saw her in who she is to
Yes.
his point of view.
Yes.
And the thing is,
Amazing.
the thing is, the beauty of that is God doesn't look at your past and your things that define you that
Hmm.
makes you from that. He looks at you
Yeah.
right now and saying, "Who are you, Josh? Who
Yes.
are you, Connor? Who
Absolutely.
are you,
Yes.
Tori?" You know.
Yes.
And so that message was really hit home for me yesterday, where I was like, "Man, yeah, who am I? Right? I mean, I'm.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get lost in that. You get lost of who you are."
Yeah. Absolutely. I love that passage too, because it's even a level deeper where she's preparing and washing his feet in those perfumes. They would do that to the lambs before they would sacrifice them in the Old Testament,
Wow,
the
interesting.
Passover
Wow.
lamb.
Yeah.
So it's like she's even preparing, he's seeing her for who she is. And at the same time, she's preparing him. He's taking her sin up on himself,
Wow.
knowing what is coming. And it's like, it just blows my mind, you
It
know?
does, right? It does.
Wow.
Yeah. And I love the fact that too, it's just, my pastor, what he said towards the end, he says, instead of always trying to figure out the next thing on like, as we are in racing and rushing towards this and that, um, why not just pursue Jesus, right? Make
Yeah.
that your priority top list.
Yeah.
And
Totally.
then you'll see everything come together.
Yes.
The things that
Mhm.
are worrying you, the things
Hmm.
burden. But once you put Christ as the focus instead of the other
Hmm.
things, then you start to see something that you're going to say like, "Oh my God,"
Yes.
Absolutely.
that's cool.
That
No,
is really cool. Thanks for sharing that. That's
oh
awesome.
yeah,
Yeah.
man. I mean,
I love that.
I'm still a work in progress, but I know lately I've come to some breaking point, right, where you do
Hmm.
say, "Okay, all I have is God," right? Even as of now, me saying,
Yeah.
All I have right now is God," and
That's all I want.
yeah, and I need him to help me get my life on track and just where I'm needing to be, because
Yeah.
yeah, I have rhythm and roads. I'm truly blessed by everyone's stories, but
Yeah.
there's some things I need to take care of my own, of just my own journey, and
Mhm.
Completely.
God's like, let's
Completely.
focus on that.
Yeah.
So we'll see. There's so much going on, and so this series, everything is possible. Everything is possible. It's
Hmm.
really you guys sharing your faith and the faith of also taking action and doing things
Hmm.
to make the
Yeah.
music where it's at now. That's amazing, dude. Just where your
Thank you.
music's out right now. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Yeah, that's not
We're
easy. That's hard work to get a song out and a music video, but you guys are taking action with your faith, knowing God's going to provide the funds, God's going to provide the resources,
hmm
the ideas, the stories, and when you see it at the end, you're like, how did we do this? Like, how did all this
That's
come
how it
about?
feels. You'll listen to a voice memo and you're like, how did that become
Exactly.
Yeah.
this,
Cool.
And
Yeah. It changes everything. It changes how I even viewed our past and like all the things that, I thought Tori did. I thought I did all this myself or Connor did all that himself.
yeah.
The funny part is God was there the whole time.
Uh, and he's
He's just
there.
waiting for
He's
you to
there.
look
Like,
at him.
do I get
Yeah.
any credit?
Yeah,
Literally.
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 Yeah, that's cool. So what's next for you guys for your shows? Do you have anything coming up later on this year, or what's going on?
Yeah, August 28th, we're playing at the Olympic with Shepherd Bridge. We actually submitted. It's funny you keep mentioning Amberlin. We'll see. It's like a slim chance, but we submitted to open for Amberlin and Switchfoot when they're coming on
Oh,
tour
shoot.
together
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Boise. So like fingers crossed. That's in November, but like we'll see. We'll see if we hear back on that.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
so we've just been kind of looking around different bands there and then continuing to again record. The next one We have Stitches coming out, then Beatitudes, then after Beatitudes, it's Angels Unaware. And then we actually recently got a feature with another Christian band, Coma Phase, and they for the like year and a half release from Drowning, it has a feature on that. So we're gonna release a second version of Drowning, which we're pretty excited for. It sounds pretty dope.
Oh, cool, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, even if I'm just being trying to be optimistic, but yeah,
Yeah.
even if Amberlin doesn't work out for you guys, just know God, like for me, when I've asked for certain people on the show and they say yes and it doesn't work out, oh, like why? Like, but then
Yeah, totally.
God always reminds me, look, haven't you looked at the past of who I've provided already for you?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if one person can't, there will be others I will provide.
Completely.
We get stuck on the whole, well, why didn't it work out?
Yeah.
Why this? He's like, didn't I make the rest work out?
Yeah. Yeah,
Like, can I
absolutely.
provide those doors that were open before?
Literally.
So it's always a good reminder to know it's nothing personal. It's not like you guys
Yeah.
aren't good enough. You guys are really great. I hope someone opens up for you guys. I mean, if I
Oh,
had a band and
thank
be
you.
like, can I open up for you guys?
Thank you.
Thank
Because
you.
you guys are already on your way up there. I hope you can just do that as your full-time job.
It'd be sweet.
Is that what you guys, I mean, I would think that's probably what your guys' goal is, right? In the future of just making this as a career.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's something that will always be a part of our life, and we stay consistent in everything that we do, and we trust God to go, hey, if this is the direction that you're pulling us to do this, like again, like you said, He will provide those opportunities. But at the same time, we're gonna keep doing and being busy, right? Being
Right.
busy and faithfulness, and that's
Yeah.
in all aspects, from her with the sports facility and traveling this week to Portland and all that for softball, and myself at the fire station and the band, and yeah, it keeps us busy, keeps us grounded.
No, that's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
There's more left in the tank because we've played a lot of local shows. We don't play all the time. We only take like the good shows that are around here. But there's definitely a next level for the band where it's like, okay, when are we gonna like seriously tour? And so
Yeah,
that's something I've been
versus
praying
like
about.
weekend tours and stuff like that. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm like, God, when are we jumping up to the next level? Because we got the rig, we got the RV, we understand the systems of setting up, getting out, being a good opening band. Like I feel like we've mastered that, and our recordings are now there's enough of them to actually get fans versus before, like even a year ago, we only had 5 songs out and they weren't very good. So it's like,
yeah,
first off, you have to get a catalog, and then second, you actually got to create fans, attract your people from the good music. And so now that we've had that out for a year, like that's a good start. I'm wondering if that needs to be dragged out a few more years to get even more songs out, build even more of a fan base, and then tour, because touring is crazy expensive right now. And a
Is
it's
lot
it?
of
brutal
artists,
on the road. Yeah,
yeah, a
Oh,
lot of
shoot.
artists can't afford it. So it's like,
Wow.
at the same time, I'm like, I'm okay with sitting back and writing bangers. Just write more
yeah,
bangers. Build the fan base, grow our relationship with God, and see what doors He opens. Because it really could be that crazy where it's like, bam, you get an opportunity and you just gotta
Yeah.
make the most of it. So
hmm
I want to say this, and then I want to. If how much time do you guys have? I want to ask for.
I'm good. Yeah,
You're
I'm
yeah,
good,
good to
Tori.
keep
You're
going.
good. Okay.
I
Because we could still go on for a little bit, but I'm really curious because this is like wow. Because of your guys' style of music and your songwriting, and knowing that Tori is very new to the Christian faith,
hmm
is it all right, Tori, if you could share just a bit of just what you did say on the stage that everyone's kind of at the divide now, like, oh shoot.
yeah. Oh boy. Okay, I'll just
I'll give you
reenact.
your guitar intro. Boom, da,
Yeah,
da,
there
da,
you, oh, you had a guitar
da.
intro too?
Yep.
Oh
Yep.
man.
He was playing the drowning intro, and I'm explaining the lyrics as I mentioned earlier.
Yeah,
Come and
yeah.
save me, I'm broken. Come and fix me, I dare you. You see, back then I thought that was just normal words of a typical depressing rock song. However, guys, I realized that that was actually a prayer. And mind y'all, I did not grow up religious. In fact, I was kind of a wild child growing up. I did not think religion was a good thing. I thought all religions were bad, all religions were evil, and that it was purely used as a mechanism to control people. Which, while there's truth in that, I didn't know one thing. And that truth is who Jesus is.
Wow.
But once I learned who Jesus was, I actually understood what He did on the cross for us. I'm sorry, but the evidence does not point anywhere else. It's undeniable that Jesus Christ is Lord. So if you guys are out there and you're feeling lost, like when I was singing that drowning song and not understanding what this life means, then maybe you should start to see who Jesus is, because he'll meet you exactly where you're at. And you don't have to shape up or change anything. You just got to meet him where he'll meet you where you're at, and let the work go from there. And that's exactly what I said. And there was definitely a divide.
Oh my God. Wow. That was incredible. Thank you for sharing that. And
Thank
that's the
you.
thing. It wasn't rehearsed. It wasn't scripted.
No.
The Holy Spirit just boom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, wow. God, that's incredible. Wow. Yeah, and that's the thing. It makes you think in that moment. You're like, whoa, what did we just hear?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But now
Yeah.
it's
And
like,
then
yeah, now
we
you're gonna
played
think
the
about it the
song.
rest of the night. You're like, holy.
Yeah. We played the song right after that. They're like, wait a second. We've heard this so many times and it didn't understand it. Oh my gosh, that's literally a prayer. Like,
Yeah,
Mhm.
isn't that crazy how God works? Like, I didn't even know. Like, he
that's
was
amazing.
helping us write that song the whole time.
Yeah, that's awesome. One thing with for those that like for me, even when I question God, as in like, can this really happen? Are you
Mhm.
gonna be there? Remember that story from Abraham and Sarah?
Mhm. Having the baby at
How
like
yeah.
80.
Mhm.
Yeah, but it's interesting how remember when Jesus and the two angels went to go visit Abraham at the tent,
Yep.
and then
Yep.
of course Jesus told Abraham that that Sarah's going to have a baby,
Yeah.
but then Sarah laughed in the tent,
Yeah.
and
Laughs
then
at him, being like, I can't do this. I'm too old,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
But what I love is just the reminder what Jesus asked Sarah
Hmm.
was, of course, why'd you laugh? And she, of course,
Yeah.
denied it, which God knows everything. But the thing
Yeah.
is, he's all like, is there anything too hard for the Lord that he cannot do? And
Exactly.
then she's just like, no. And then it's like, so why'd you laugh?
Hmm.
And that's a great question that he asked us. He's like, why are you so worried about this? Like, is there anything
Yeah.
hard that I cannot do
Yeah.
to help you guys? Like, you may not
Absolutely.
see it right now, but there's a purpose because it hasn't shown up now.
Hmm.
Have you looked at what I've done in the prior times where I've opened these doors?
Yeah.
So, but that
Absolutely.
question is a beautiful question of just, is there anything too hard for the Lord he cannot do?
Absolutely not.
And I love that, because
Yeah.
it's like, and that's a great reminder for all of us. So,
Absolutely. No, I love that. Yeah. Hebrews 11 is like one of my favorite four by faith. And he goes through just basically Abraham, Sarah, Isaac, Joseph,
yeah,
all these, David, all of them, and he just like all the Old Testament heroes. And he just kind of hits on for by faith, right? They believed that I was who I said I was, that I am God, that I'm creator of all things, that
yeah,
is, if he's the one that spoke our very world into existence, why are we, why do we fear? Why do we think that there's nothing he can't take care of? For perfect love cast out fear. And it's just like, you know?
I know, Connor. I get in that same mindset. I'm like, what? Like, I don't understand this. Well, and it's just like for the universe and all that. And it's just like, and who am I to question?
Yeah. Who
Yeah,
am I?
who am I? And one thing too, another is what I've been reading lately, which I'm gonna send you guys this song my dad wrote.
Okay.
But it's inspired by the verse John 15, chapter 15, 1 through 8, I believe,
Okay.
where Jesus is saying that he's the vine and we are the branch, and
Hmm.
that if we're not connected to him, you
Yeah.
cannot do anything.
No,
And he keeps going. It's a pretty good long scripture verse, but it really
totally.
ties in saying, without me, which is Jesus, you cannot
Hmm.
do the things you think you can. You can try, but
Yeah.
Mm.
but with me, you can
Mhm.
do all things.
All things are
So
possible.
yeah, so
Yeah.
this song is really inspired by that verse, and that's what I've been reading lately is that John
That's awesome.
15. Dude, that's a great reminder too. Like, don't forget we're our source of the
Yes.
vine,
I
right?
am the way, the truth, the life. I mean, I
Yeah,
think he has seven different I am statements
yeah,
in the book of John, and the true vine being one, the good shepherd. I am the
yeah.
way, the truth, and the life. How he says all of these aspects that, again, he's like, it's him. Like, everything points to him. And I love that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. Well, guys, I really appreciate your time, and it's been such a blessing to have you on, and I look forward to that to your future songs coming out, like for real.
Hey,
Like,
thank you.
thanks for even sending me the unreleased track. Now I can listen to it and
Totally.
enjoy it even before it's released.
I had an inclination. I was like, I need to send Josh Beatitudes. I need to get
Oh
out
yeah, no,
there.
Beatitudes is definitely a huge hit and coming up. That
Thank you.
that song is catchy. Yeah.
Thank you.
So yeah. For the viewers to follow you guys, what's your links for your Instagram, website, and so on?
Totally. Townandtrees.com has everything. It has at the bottom all the links to all of our social media. It has our music, our upcoming shows. We also post all of our music videos in there with stories about all of our songs. If you want to see what each song is about, it'll give you a full detailed description. And yeah, everything townandtrees.com is located right there.
Heck yeah, guys. That's awesome. Well, thank you again, guys, for your time. I really appreciate you, Tori and Connor, for coming on. And guys, just want to say if you also want to share your testimony and story on Rhythm and Roads, Las Vegas, my Instagram is Joshua Jacob Official. I believe every story matters. Every story can impact someone's life who either is beginning a new dream, who's resurrecting an old dream, or at the edge of giving up on a dream. I believe God has a purpose for you, and knowing that He instilled that dream in you, one story can change your life, and knowing that everything is possible. So, guys, remember, God has a plan, so don't give up. All right, guys, thank you again, Town of Trees, for coming on. And this is
Thank
Joshua
you for
Jacob.
having us.
Oh, yeah, pleasure. This is Joshua Jacob with Rhythm and Roads, Las Vegas. Thank you for watching.